1974-75, Bernie Silverstein. 1977-78, Jim Perrier. 80-81, Lee Smith. 83-84, Whitney O'Keefe. 84-85, Go Gamecocks, Haskell Tapori. 85-86, Don Howard. Another Gamecock. Herb, you next? Let's see, 88-89, Herb Upton. Did Ben make it in? Yes, he did. Okay. 90. Oh, Jack. Let me get it. 92-93, Jack Widener. The only person that I know of that served 2 terms, David Hogg, 1993-94.
Flops the first year.
94-95, Hammy Cokie. 95.
Here we go. Every year.
This happens every year. 95-96, Rosie Messer. 96-97, Ridge Whitehurst. 97-98. 97-98, Davenport D. Brooker. And I just want to mention Hugh Green would certainly be here if he was not in the hospital. Hugh Green was a 98-99. 99-2000, Jeff Futrell. 2000-2001, Ray Walters. 2002-2003, Susan Rice. See what happens when you become president? You get all kinds of sneaky ones. 03-04, Walt Alexanderson. 2006-2007, Eddie Booth. And 2009-2010, Bob Evans. Bob, if you'll hand it to me, I'll give it to Kevin.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm not skewing that way.
No kissing.
No kissing.
Stand up.
Well, let's hear it for all these great past presidents. I want to give President-elect, new President Kevin, his President's pin. Get you a pin, my wife?
Hit the bell. I'll have plenty of opportunity to do that. First, I wanted to thank President Frank. What a great year. Everybody give him a round of applause. I've got a past president and the most coveted man.
Do I get kisses?
No kissing. Unless Johnny wants to come up here or Rosie wants to come up here and kiss. I've got a little gift for you. A gift from the club if you want to. too nervous to be past president. There, got this for you from the club. If you want to open that up and show everybody, that's it. You can hang this on your wall.
Thank y'all very much.
Oh, yeah.
I got this for you as well, this little gift for me. You can take that with you. Do it now. I got a few things I wanted to mention. It won't take a long time here. I did want to put, this is the new banner for the coming year for Rotary, which is Reach Within to Embrace Humanity. It's actually signed by the incoming RI president as well, on him and pets. And had the fortune of having a picture made with him and having him sign our banners. So, just a few things I wanted to mention. The casual viewer might think the act of passing the gavel to me is the focus of today's ceremony. When in fact to me, ever since I first watched the passing of the gavel 12 years ago, I've reacted with both sentimental feelings and with all of the individuals that make up this collective, past presidents and community leaders. These past presidents represent a sampling of our club's rich history and the community leadership and involvement dating back to its founding in September of 1914 by our first president, James M. Hall. My goal is to attempt to live up to the standards you all, past presidents, have set for me. So President Frank has led me around by the ear this year, and he has helped me develop an idea of what will be required to build upon what was accomplished this past year. And so I wanted to just say that this will be the year of more interesting speakers, more club members at the district and international level, no, club awards, I'm sorry. More chances to fellowship with each other, more appealing and functional meeting space and club meetings, more involvement in our club-sponsored Interact and Rotaract clubs, more active in our community service projects, more contributions to the card fund, our coins for Alzheimer's Research Trust, more recognition of our members' accomplishments, more meaningful Rotary experiences for our new and younger members, more meaningful experiences for our GRSP student when he arrives in late August, and more international involvement in fundraising. And finally, both in the community and within our club, with the help of Pat Blanchard, who's the chair for our Public Relations Committee this year, more exposure of all the good things that our club does. It's important that all of our members know what we do, and it's important that the community knows. It helps us with membership, it helps with morale within our own club, and it helps the community know that we are actually accomplishing good things here. Many people wouldn't know, for instance, we give GEDs to Augusta Tech like we did today. I'd like for us to improve our public awareness standing in the community. And finally, more contributions to the Rotary Foundation as we tackle the goal of becoming the largest club in the district to become a 100% Paul Harris Fellow club. It's going to be an enormous goal. Probably 70 members will need to be awarded Paul Harris Fellows in the next 10 months, approximately. So I appreciate your support this year, and I appreciate your service to Rotary. Turn it back over to President Frank.
Thank you, Kevin, and appreciate all the great crowd coming to be with us. It's an important day for Kevin and important day for our club. And you can tell by Kevin's objectives and goals, next year's going to be the best year ever. I just wanted to thank a couple of people in closing. I want to thank Kevin Wade and the board of directors. They just did a great job this year. I want to thank Bill Kemp and Jim Perrier, not only for their advice and for their encouragement during the year, but also for giving us an opportunity and a reason to name the Rotarian of the Year award after them. Jim and Bill ago, y'all set a terrific standard that we aspire to. I want to thank past President Bob Evans. He's been there every step of the way and helped me so much. Bob, thank you. More importantly than anything, I want to thank all the members that are here. And thanks for their contribution. Your collective effort enabled us to make a big difference this year in our community, in our district, with Rotary International, the folks of Haiti, and the folks in Uganda. Please leave here today knowing that your efforts made a big difference in the lives of a lot of different people. Several of us were in Jekyll Island a year or so ago. We got to hear Dr. Cliff Docklin. He's a past president of Rotary International. He was a terrific speaker. And I want to share with you the way he defined a real Rotarian. And if you will, please listen to these as I go through them one by one and hopefully reflect on what you're doing for our club. I think it'll help you understand the direction we'd like to move more in. A real Rotarian takes special pride in his or her business or profession. You can count on them to be fair and honest. Their word can always be depended upon. They are always willing to step forward when help is needed. They will always show up at club functions. They will support the Rotary Foundation every year. They give encouragement to the club president and the committee leaders who are doing their best to make the club interesting, alive, and relevant. If you reflect on those, I guess my question to everyone here is, can't we all do a little better in some of those avenues? Can't we give a little bit more time and a little bit more effort to Rotary? Kevin, I wish you the best as you start your year as president in a few weeks, except for one thing. You might sit back down. I hope, I was actually going to ask for a mulligan year, but I thought I'd better not do that. The one thing that I hope that you have, I guess, good trouble with next year is that you have an extremely difficult time in selecting the 10th per year Rotarian of the Year. I hope that our efforts as individuals will lead us toward that real Rotarian status. Kevin, I hope you have a heck of a time picking the winner. But again, thank you to everybody. I've enjoyed immensely being the president of this club. It's been an honor. And thank you very much. If y'all will please stand, we'll return with the 4-way test.